This weekend you guys have a chance to do something that hasn't been done in decades. What's kind of the mindset going into this weekend, knowing that a win in the next three gets you to a special place?
Yeah, it's really just that, is that a win gets us the division, and we understand it, we get it. I think I've said this before, but we don't carry the weight of the last 30 years here. We don't. It's the 2023 Lions, and we're different than last year's team, the year before, and then 30 years before that. So we're trying to make our mark this year, and we got a chance to do it this week. But yeah, it's been a long season and had some success, and hopefully can get it done.
Jared Goff, quarterback of the Lions, as they try to close in on their first division title in 30 years. It was the NFC Central the last time the Lions won it. They are 10-4. The Vikings are 7-7. If the Vikings run the table and the Lions lose to the Cowboys next Saturday night, the Vikings win the division. It's amazing they still have a chance to do it, as up and down as the Vikings have been this year. But they'd have to beat the Lions twice along the way, starting this weekend at US Bank Stadium. It's a winner whiteout for the Vikings like they had last year against the Giants. So fill in the blank. Vikings can play spoiler and keep the NFC North title hopes alive if they what?
If they can convert a quarterback sneak. I mean, Nick Mullins on 3rd down and 4th down. It's the first time this season, Mike, that a team has failed on 3rd down and 4th down in consecutive plays. They had been 7 of 8 before that. In all seriousness, I think it's not turning the ball over. Those 2 turnovers he had last week were deadly. If Nick Mullins cannot turn the ball over, I think the Vikings have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, don't do stupid things, because they did just enough stupid things to lose a game they should have won on Saturday in Cincinnati. They were the better team, but they left the door open. They put the graphic up at some point in the fourth quarter about how long the Vikings had gone since allowing a touchdown, and they allowed 3 touchdowns down the stretch, and that was that for the Vikings that day. Nick Mullins had over 300 yards passing. Ty Chandler had over 100 yards rushing. They are good enough to win this game if they don't do stupid things. And they have to hope that the Lions team that obliterated the Broncos on Saturday night doesn't show up again. We haven't seen that Lions team recently. If that team shows up, it won't matter if they do dumb things, smart things, or nothing. The Lions will win that game. Browns at the Texans. What's more likely? And this is a big game. Browns 9-5, Texans 8-6. Yeah. C.J. Stroud not likely to play. Maybe Case Keenum again. Joe Flacco has a calf injury, but he fully participated in practice on Thursday. What's more likely? 3 touchdown passes or 3 interceptions from Joe Flacco, who had 3 interceptions and overcame them last week to beat the Bears?
I think 3 interceptions is probably more likely for him. I don't think he probably does either one, but I do, again, think that's the key to this game is these 2 quarterbacks, can they not turn the ball over? And he's done it quite frequently this season, and they've managed to overcome it twice. But he's thrown at least 1 interception in every game he's started, Mike. So that's the key for him. It's not turning the ball over. He has 3 interceptions. I think the Texans win this game handily.
So weird to see him in that Browns uniform wearing number 15. But, that's my other Christmas wish. Browns at Ravens at some point in the postseason. And the Browns, I think it's more likely he'll throw 3 touchdown passes this week. He'll be a little more careful with the ball. Maybe they'll be a little more judicious in their play calling to not put him in those spots. But this is the guy who's got that combination, the sweet spot, the brain from all those years of playing, so there's nothing that really fools him. He can process quickly, and the lingering physical abilities that comes together and allows a guy to basically be coach on the field. Even as he's still learning the ropes in Cleveland, he's getting it done. I think the Browns will get it done, and I think Flacco will be better than he was last week. All right, underdog of the week, either to cover or to win outright. Charean, who do you have?
I am picking your Vikings, Mike, because they've been playing well. They've been playing well enough to win. As you said, they should have won last week. They were the better team. I think with Jefferson and Addison there, I think they're going to score some points, and I think they're at least going to cover, if not win that game.
I did pick the Vikings to win that game, although if I have to go with one underdog this week, it's the Washington Commanders at the New York Jets. Trevor Siemian likely to start for the Jets unless Zach Wilson clears concussion protocol. The Commanders, look at it this way. The Jets are going to run it back next year with most of the guys they currently have. The Commanders, you got guys who are kind of playing for their futures, either in Washington or elsewhere. We know that there's going to be massive change. We don't know for a fact, but all signs point to dramatic top-to-bottom overhaul of the organization. And the Commanders have not folded the tents. They played the Rams hard last week, gave it a run late in the game. I see the Commanders getting 3 points, and I wonder why. And of all the stadiums this weekend, Christmas weekend, Christmas Eve afternoon, what Commanders fan or Jets fan is going to want to go to that game? And I know there'll be some. It won't be like it was in Carolina. But who wants to? It's Christmas Eve. You got a million other things you could do on Christmas Eve than go to a football game between two teams who have been eliminated and freeze your butt off. I don't know what the temperature is going to be in New Jersey on Sunday, but it's not going to be 70. It's going to be an unpleasant day. And it's going to be an unpleasant game, but I think the Commanders will win. All right, don't forget, on DraftKings Sportsbook this season, new customers can bet $5 and pocket $150 in bonus bets instantly, plus all customers can get a no-sweat, same-game parlay every single day. Download the app and use the promo code PFTLive when you sign up. DraftKings Sportsbook, the crown is yours. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.